Uh, Adam's
Say Merry Christmas. Everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, folks.
Bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, man, Tasty Great, back here with another video. As y'all guys can see in the title, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 WWF, WWE World Heavyweight Championships. I got asked this question by a good friend of mine, the Kid Always, who has been a supporter of our channel since day one. So I appreciate the question, and I'm going to get to your answers right now. Let me explain before we go any further, because I know I probably will get some of these comments. We're talking just WWE, WWF, and we're talking pretty much the main title, not the mid-card titles or anything like that. These are my personal opinions, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know you guys don't go crazy in the comments bringing up all of your indies and all of that stuff, okay? Stay calm. We're talking WWE, WWF. You know what I'm saying? You guys are welcome to comment down at the bottom. You guys are welcome to make your own video responses. I would love to see that. 5 for me. We're going to go number 5. 5, and it will be the newer title. The WWE Championship is what they call it now. And I guess I would just have to put the Universal title in there because they're both the same design, right? WWE Championship, when it first, which is called the network logo. I like the belt since I first seen it, you know, so I really never had a problem with it. Never had a problem with the Universal title. I didn't like when they premiered it on SummerSlam because you just knew it was just something they just put together. You know, after seeing Finn with it and after seeing Kevin Owens with it, I just like the belt. That much history behind it, so, you know, it's not that many even, you know, carriers of the belt. So, you know, that's why it's at number 5. The network logo, which is that title up there, I pretty much dubbed that belt the Shield belt. That's just because all 3 of them have held the title. 4. Number 4 for me, my favorite title design or favorite title belt would be the spinner. At first, I couldn't stand the spinner, but I was probably like most people when this belt debuted. You were probably so used to seeing what we call the classic titles and stuff like that. So seeing something totally different like this, I was like, what the? But over time, the belt started to grow on me. I really started to like the belt when Randy Orton had it. And sometimes you guys with these, you know, with these belts, for you guys that don't understand, sometimes it's not necessarily about the belt. A lot of times it's the title holder who holds the belt that make you like the belt. The belt is pretty much dubbed, you know, the John Cena belt or whatever, but I think Randy carried it the best to me. I know a lot of people like CM Punk with that, but me, it was Randy with that belt. You know, that really, to me, made the belt stand out. Getting into the belt hobby and picking up quite a few of them, I just started to really, really like the spinner. 3 would be the Big Eagle, aka the Attitude Era belt, the belt that was probably known by the Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H. I was already a Triple H fan when he first started, but when he transformed into the game and got his first title run, main title run, you know, he had the Big Eagle. That belt, that's who that belt reminds me of, is Triple H. I know a lot of other guys in Stone Cold and The Rock, and, you know, list goes on and on. But, you know, that particular belt is my 3rd. And that's because that's what, to me, the height of wrestling, that's when that belt was involved. Really a big fan of the design on it, you know, and stuff like that. And the belt has, to me, it has so much history behind it. Not as much as my last 2, but it has a lot of history behind it. A lot of different people have held that title. The 3 guys I said, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho. That might be it. If there was some more, y'all guys put it down at the bottom. But those are the guys that just come to me right in my head right now. Big Show, I think Kane. I think that's about it during that time. Number 2 will be the Winded Eagle, which if you were watching wrestling in the late 80s, early 90s, that is the belt that Hulk Hogan is pretty much known for. The Ultimate Warrior. I mean, they had a whole bunch of Hall of Famers that have held that belt. Like I said, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Psycho Sid, Sergeant Slaughter, The Undertaker has held that belt, Bret, Shawn, and of course they retired the belt with Stone Cold. That particular title, it just has, I think most wrestling fans that are my age, that's probably their most loved title. Maybe besides what's going to be number 1 for me. That title to me has so much history behind it. So many great carriers of that belt. Of course, a lot of people, Hulk Hogan is the guy they remember or they attach to that belt. You know, especially if you was in the late 80s. You know, started watching wrestling. So even though I'm not a Hogan fan like that, I was an Ultimate Warrior guy. So, you know, that belt reminds me of him. I know if you started watching wrestling in the early 90s, you probably remember the likes of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels with that belt. Number 1, my favorite belt. And this one is kind of, Don't murder me for this. You're not sure what to put this belt with. WCW, WWE. Well, it's more known in WCW. Y'all guys already know. And we're talking about the Big Gold belt. I guess since we're sticking with WWE, I just have to go with the WWE version of the Big Gold when Triple H had it in Evolution. And of course, Randy had it. I think that design of the belt. Chris Benoit, a lot of other people, a lot of other greats. The belt has probably the most history, you know, ever known to belts, and you know, in my book. In the 80s, of course, the Big Gold reminds you of WCW. You have the Wind Eagle that reminds you of WWE, WWF, whatever it was you watched at that time. That belt design and that belt, it just, to me, when you mention wrestling, that belt. That's my opinion. It has been my all-time favorite design, my all-time favorite belt. It's a classic belt, classic title. I already explained the guys that have had it in WWE, WCW. Sorry, you know, of course you had your Ric Flairs and your NWA with Dusty Rhodes and you know, the list goes on and on and on. I don't have enough time to list all those guys with the Big Gold. Y'all guys can look that up. Those are my top 5 belts of the WWE. And like I said, y'all guys can see I'm a big belt collector and stuff like that. So, you know, it was fun to do this video. And I am going to drop a video probably in the next week or so to give y'all an update on things me and my brother got coming on the channel. Like I've said before, some things are coming to an end and we're going to try and start some new things. Appreciate y'all guys for sitting in, watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's your boy ATH the Great, man, and I'm out. Peace. You got 10 seconds. Do something within the 10 seconds.